set for football now at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Tonight, a good one coming your way in the AFC. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. With Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Loop to get us started. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the NFL's most valuable player in 2024 at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead.
And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, started the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer, and that's really where his game has developed.
And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
The extra point is good, and the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, this is strong. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense ready to see the football for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's It's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And they'll take this down inside the 35. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Allen to throw. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike, in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's third down.
Really nice job here by the defense coming away with that sack, and it's this pass rush, Mike, that I think has to continue to make their presence felt as they try to put themselves in position to pull this game out.
To the air on third down, here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Prater's kick is good. And the Bills will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Here comes Hill on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Off the play fake. Jackson. Open right side is likely. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Looking to get that wide receiver screen set up, but this one will not work. It's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath, but give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Finding room at midfield. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
And it's a big play there for his first catch of the game. And not only does he get a nice chunk of yards, but now he puts his offense in plus territory as they try to see if they can end this drive with some points.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. In motion goes Likely. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
Now a screen set up for Henry. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll run it with Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. The Bills with the early advantage. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. On the handoff, it's Henry. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Minka Fitzpatrick up to make the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. On right side, it's Hopkins. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
He'll step up and run, and he's into the end zone. Lamar Jackson, touchdown Baltimore. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Loop now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Ravens are on top. It's 14-10. After the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, this is strong. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bills offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first two possessions. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Off the play fake, it's Allen. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert it.
That's a move that deserved more than he got in terms of yards. Just a gain of 2. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Allen now on 2nd down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills are back within a point. It's 14-13.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So, Raider now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Here comes Hill on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long. With a shotgun, here's Jackson. That is caught. It is Hopkins. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll try and run for this with Henry. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Baltimore.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the first down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
A first down throw for Jackson. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Jackson now on second down. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. And they'll have a first down and definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Look wide, get this one complete, and he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll send Flowers in motion. Again, it's Jackson. Left side into the hands of Hopkins. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Jackson up top again. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Ravens going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To the air is Allen. He'll air one out for Palmer. That's to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Pistol give to Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Jackson going to keep it himself. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got Likely over the middle. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So we see this more and more often in today's NFL, Mike, where on 3rd down, the ball is actually thrown short of the chains, and there's really 2 reasons. 1, teams are a lot more willing to use 4th down, and 2, they have a lot of confidence in these receivers and tight ends and backs to run after the catch.
The Bills offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Play action now, and here's Allen. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
On play action, here's Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On third down, it's Allen. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
From the 29, here's second down and 3. Allen going to keep it on the zone read. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5. They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's first and goal.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up first and goal.
That is caught, and he's in. Khalil Shakir, touchdown Bills. Now Prater to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. This is Henry. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He'll go again here with Henry. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. Now we're going to stoppage here for an injured Bill. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. In motion goes Likely. Here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake. Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. To the air one more time with Jackson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ravens sending the punt team out there. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bills offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. His drive will start on the ground, and that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Allen now on 2nd down. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Ooh. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, Buffalo.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Allen going to make the read and hold on here. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
So now they'll throw it with Allen. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll be taken down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Give up the middle. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here's 2nd and 6. One would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. He'll keep this himself. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. They've come this far. I get the feeling they want more than 3. So here they will go for it on 4th and goal. Here we go. One final play. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. One last shot now for Jackson. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a road win here for the Bills, and it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.